Hey guys, it's Ron here, aka the Camping Canuck. I thought I would do a quick video talking about the gear I brought on my recent bike packing trip. It's just off the cuff. I didn't write anything down or anything like that, so if I get anything terribly wrong, I'll just put it in the description or make a note of it on the video when I edit it. But in no particular order, this was the bag I used for my sleeping bag, and I also brought a fleece liner and clothes. So I put it all in here. This is an old Seal Line dry bag. I don't know how many liters this was. Oh, it doesn't say here. But anyway, this is probably close to 20 years old now. I've had it since just when I started tripping, so it's still holding up somehow, some way, over all these years. But yeah, so inside I had a fleece liner, and what I normally do is I put the Thermarest right inside of the liner and then zip it up, and I use this as like a sheet on the Thermarest. And the sleeping bag is an old down mech bag, and I think this goes to -7, or it used to anyway. It's probably not quite as effective anymore, but here we are. Yeah, a -7 is what it was. So, but it still holds up. I don't really use it as a sleeping bag anymore. I don't zip it up ever. I just use it as a quilt, really. So that's why I like having the fleece liner underneath. In the warmer weather, I have a sheet that my wife made that fits over the Thermarest. So all year round, I use it as a quilt, and I use the same sleeping bag. So in the colder months, I just have to wear more clothes to bed. I don't usually get too chilly. Okay, what's next? Okay, this is the tarp I brought. This is a AquaQuest tarp. I don't know what the measurement is off the top of my head. It's actually pretty small. 6 by 8 maybe, I think. I'll make a note of it if it's wrong, but yeah, it's a nice nice tarp though. Nice lightweight. It comes with show you if they're in here. No, they're not in here. But it comes with these tie straps that are adjustable. So I've been using those quite a bit recently, so you don't have to tie any extra rope or string to tie out the tarp. You can just use these nylon straps. I'll show you here in a minute when I find it. I brought 3 bungees. These were used to mainly keep the dry bag on the bike, but I also used them a bit to help secure the tarp too. I brought this old hydration pack that I've had forever, but inside I took out the little water pack that used to be in there, and I have a platypus 4-liter bag inside. I don't think I could quite fill it up, but there was at least 3.5 liters of water in here, which is good because where I was, the water isn't great to drink even after boiling, so it was nice to have that. Oh, and on this bag I also had a military style survival knife. I've had this forever too. It's nice. The blade's a bit big, like if you saw my video, I was trying to cut onions and stuff with it. It's a bit big for that kind of thing, but that's okay. And my food, I brought in this sack. It's a Kevlar food storage bag. So these are great, really, like especially for this type of trip. You just tie it to a tree out of reach of animals, and then where I was camping, there's no bears or anything like that. So the biggest problem would probably be a raccoon, and they can't really get into this either. Like, they could work at it for a while and probably figure it out, but if you tie a good enough knot and get it out of reach even just a little, they give up pretty easily, I think. Hopefully. I've never had any issues with it. I've used them just tying to a tree in Algonquin and all over the place, and I haven't even had a mouse or anything try to get into it. So yeah. What else do we have? All right, so this is the bag I had on the front handlebars. What is this? This is a Axiom. I don't know. My wife got this last year when she did a bikepacking trip with her friend in Quebec. So this is the first time I used it. But inside I have a first aid kit. It's just standard first aid kit, nothing too special in there. Got some, maybe I have some Tylenol 3s and Benadryl. That's the only extra things in there. Standard band-aids, bandages. This is my electronics bag. Let's go over what I have in here quick. Battery bank. Oh, this is a little external light to shoot video at night. It's nice because it kind of diffuses the light a bit instead of having the bright spotlight of a headlamp. So played with that a bit. My headlamp, this is a Petzl. I don't know how many lumens this is, but it's a USB charged. We've had these for probably 5-6 years and no issues with them. They're really nice. What else? Oops, some cords. USB cords for different devices. Yeah, that's really about it for that. Put that back. This is a little mount to put the my phone onto the tripod. I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, what else do we have here? This is the chair I brought. It's a nice little luxury. I'd rather sit on a chair than sit on the ground. I think anyone would probably prefer that, especially if your back is sore and you've been hiking or biking all day. So this is a Helinox chair. I've had this for probably 6 years. It's holding up pretty well. There's some burn holes from getting a little too close to the fire, but overall it's still working really good. What else? Oh, I had this bag on the bar in between my legs of the bike, and inside it's a nice little dry bag, so you put your cell phone and things like that in there. Excuse me, if you're using GPS, then it's nice to see, so you can be able to see the display and it would stay dry. You don't have to worry about it. And it has a little hole if you're using a headphone jack. I didn't worry about that. What else do we have here? Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is the Pannier I used. I have 2 of them, obviously. I don't know this brand. It just says tea, so maybe if someone knows that, they can let me know in the comments below. But yeah, I think it was great. I haven't used these before. Like I said, my wife got this last year for her trip and she loved it, and they hold a lot of stuff. So what do we have inside here? Oh, this is a frying pan and the plate that I used. So I just put them in this bag, so because they touched the ash. Well, the pan did anyway, so I didn't want to get everything dirty. Just a little 6-inch frying pan and metal plate. I have plastic ones, but I have a couple extra ounces for the metal. They clean up much easier. Okay. Oh, the tent. It's actually technically a bivvy, but it has a pole, so I don't know. It's more tent than bivvy in my opinion, but it's also from AquaQuest. I believe they're a Canadian company, then they're out west somewhere. Vancouver probably, maybe. But yeah, I got them on, we got them on Amazon, I believe. So maybe I'll put a link down to that below. But this is really nice. I used it a handful of times now, and it goes up real quick. But like I said, the tarp that comes with it is probably a shade too small. So if you're in real rough weather, then I don't know if you could hunker down too much, but something a little bigger, then you could have a little more option to set up. But it worked. I haven't had any issues. What else do we have here? Oh yeah. This is the ground sheet that I use. It's a just a simple shower curtain. It's nice because it's actually a nice plastic. Like, it's pretty durable. We've been using this for 2 years now, so no issues. It doesn't look pretty, but it doesn't take up much room and almost no weight, and helps protect the bottom of the tent. So it's better than spending another $100 on an actual nylon ground sheet. So cycling gloves, actually they're weightlifting gloves, but they're nice to use for cycling. Takes a little bit of the vibration away, I think, and helps avoid blisters. I think that's all in this guy. Yeah, oh, these panniers also have little rain covers, which is nice. So everything that can't go into the rubber dry bag, it'll still get some rain protection on these, which is nice. What else? All right. Oh, that was butter container. Oh, there's some extra pegs in here. So I had a peg bag, but I didn't put them back in, I guess. TP, always important. And inside there's some hand sanitizer. This is my pot that I bring pretty much on every single trip. It's a solo stove, wood burning stove, stick stove. Unfortunately, I don't think they're in business anymore, but if you can find one and get your hands on one, I would highly recommend them. They're just awesome. They don't take up any space. I'll just show you quick here. So, and the stove fits right inside the pot, so it's all a nice storage system. Yeah, they're great. I've had it for, God, I don't know, 5 years, 6 years now. Yeah, really like it. They get really dirty, so don't keep it out of this if you're putting it with the rest of your gear. So, all right. What else do we have in here? Oh, my fire starter kit. I made a video last year maybe of what I keep in here, and I always keep the same thing. So it's Vaseline soaked cotton balls, my fire steel, and if I remember, a lighter, and that's it. And if I find some birch or something, I usually throw a bit of that in here and keep it in there, but that's it. Easy peasy. What else do we have? Oh, my saw. This is a Baco, I think it is. I can't see that there. Braco, something like that. I've had this guy forever. I can't find my other, oh, there's the name, yeah. Yeah, I can't find my other saw. I have another saw that I would prefer to take, but I didn't find it in time, so I brought this instead. But for this type of trip, it's nice, and it's small, compact, easy to use. You don't have to fuss with it to assemble it, which is the problem with my other saw. And my Thermarest. This is a Thermarest Neo Air. Neo Air Light, I think it is actually. It's I don't know what the R value is, but I don't think it's especially high, low, whatever you want. But it's I use it all year round. Never an issue. Like I said, I use a liner with the Thermarest, so that really makes a difference, I think, too. But yeah, I used to use old, what the heck were they called? I think they were actual Thermarest brand as well. The old red ones that you'd blow up for a couple breaths, but you couldn't side sleep on those or anything like that. But this is, it gets you a good distance off the ground, so if you're a side sleeper, your hips won't poke in. So yeah, I really like that. What else do we have? I think that's it. Oh, I think that was all I brought. Oh, and I also had a hard glass case for my for either my sunglasses if I was wearing them, or for my normal glasses. I always put them in a hard case. Like, that's something you don't want to mess around with. They can go in the pack, you can go in one of the pouches, and I don't have to worry about it. It might rattle around a bit, but they're not going to get squished and broke. So I always have a hard case. So yeah, I think that was all I brought. Oh, sorry, Becca, I didn't give you any attention. Becca didn't come on this trip. She's not very good riding a bike. Yeah, you can go on another trip. Yeah, that was all the gear I brought on a overnight bikepacking trip. I don't think I would really change much. I did forget the poles, so it's just one pole, but I didn't bring that, so I just had to sleep under the tarp without the bivvy, but it was fine. There was no bugs. In the warmer months, I would, like I said, switch out the fleece liner with a lighter sheet. Yeah, there's not much else I would need, really. Can't think of anything else. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't done that yet. If you have any questions, let me know below, and we'll see you next time.